as a big snowstorm is expected to hit the eastern seaboard of the United States very soon, stranding thousands of people at home from work and school. We thought we'd take a look back at some of the most memorable snow moments in NFL history. When the weather is bad, sports are more enjoyable, and these games capture that. So let's start with the first moment, which is Detroit Lions at Philadelphia Eagles from December 18th, 2013. A 2013 regular season game between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field is hard to beat just for the aesthetics of a football game played in the snow. In a game that was practically played in a blizzard, the Eagles defeated the Lions 34-20. 8 inches of snow fell between the opening kickoff and the scoreboard zeros. Not throughout the whole day, but just during the 3 hours or so that the game was played, the field collected 8 inches of snow. The photographs and videos from that game are still entertaining to watch. An Eagles running back, LeSean McCoy, broke Steve Van Buren's single-game team record of 205 yards by rushing for 217. The game's magnitude is nothing compared to the other games on this list, but it is probably number one just in terms of the amount of snow that fell and that players had to trek through. Do yourself a favor and Google this game. The photos are still incredible to look through. Then comes Seattle Seahawks at Green Bay Packers from January 12, 2008. The Seattle Seahawks are the next team to play at Green Bay. The Packers scored their most points in postseason history, with Lambeau Field appearing like a snow globe. The Packers beat the Seahawks 42-20 to go to the NFC Championship game, with Brett Favre frolicking in the flurries the entire afternoon. It would be Favre's final victory with the Packers, who would go on to lose at Lambeau Field to the eventual Super Bowl winner, New York Giants. Since January 12, 2008, the Green Bay Packers have been part of the NFL. Then comes one of our favorite games to remember, which is Buffalo Bills at Cleveland Browns from December 16, 2007. The Browns made a snowman on the scoreboard on a wonderful day for it. The Browns defeated the Bills 8-0 with Jamal Lewis rushing for 163 yards and Phil Dawson kicking 2 field goals despite the hard, cold conditions. Throwing the ball was practically impossible with wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour and little visibility, so both teams had to rely on their running games to move the ball. Surprisingly, no turnovers occurred. Moving forward to the next game, which is the 2007 NFC Championship game. At historic Lambeau Field, the New York Giants faced the Green Bay Packers in the 2007 NFC Championship game. This game is notable for various reasons, the most notable of which is that it was Brett Favre's final game with the Packers before being traded to the New York Jets. With a temperature of -1 degrees and a wind chill of -23, the weather had a lasting impact on the game. The frozen face of the Giants head coach Tom Coughlin was the lasting image of the NFC Championship game. As memorable as the game was, the Giants won 23-20 in overtime, catapulting New York to arguably the biggest Super Bowl upset ever as they knocked off the undefeated New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. On occasion, photographs of Coughlin's freezer-burned red face appear on social media. God forbid that game went on any longer into overtime. I don't know if Coughlin would have made it. Giants backup quarterback Jared Lorenzen told Sports Illustrated in 2017. Then, let's move towards another memorable game, which is Dolphins at Cowboys in 1993. Leon Lett, a poor man. A snow and sleet storm pounded Texas Stadium on Thanksgiving Day in 1993, as the Cowboys and Dolphins played one of the most memorable Thanksgiving Day games in NFL history. The Cowboys led the Dolphins 14-13 with 15 seconds left, but Miami had reached field goal range. Pete Stoyanovich, the Dolphins kicker, attempted a game-winning 41-yard field goal. Jimmy Jones of the Dallas Cowboys blocked Stoyanovich's kick, sending the Cowboys and their fans into a frenzy. And the Dallas Cowboys will win, says sportscaster Dick Enberg, as the camera pans over to Troy Aikman and Michael Irving hugging and celebrating on the sideline. As soon as the Dolphins begin to celebrate, the tone shifts dramatically. After being blocked, the ball came to rest many yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Lett strangely attempted to retrieve the ball when 2 Cowboy players were gesturing to their teammates to stay away from it, while the rest of the Cowboy players were celebrating. However, he knocked the ball forward. The Dolphins recovered it in the ensuing chase for possession after Lett touched it. With 3 seconds left, Miami received the ball at the 1-yard line and Stojanovic scored a short field goal for a wild 16-14 Dolphins victory. The blunder did not derail the Cowboys' season, as they went on a 5-game winning streak to conclude their regular season, beating Green Bay and San Francisco in the NFC playoffs before defeating Buffalo in Super Bowl 28. The game was ranked the third most memorable in the Texas Stadium's history in 2008 by ESPN. Now let's move to the next game, which is as popular as the Tuck Rule game. The New England Patriots hosted the Oakland Raiders in the 2001 AFC Divisional Playoffs in a game that featured heavy, uninterrupted snow from start to finish. While the massive amounts of snow would have been enough to make the game memorable, it's most known for a call that some feel kickstarted the Patriots' dynasty. Tom Brady was hit by Charles Woodson, with the Patriots behind 13-10 in the final 2 minutes of the game, and the officials called a fumble and Oakland recovery which would have finished the game. However, authorities determined that Brady's arm was still moving forward after further inspection, and thus the pass was declared incomplete. When an offensive player is holding the ball to send it forward, any intentional forward movement of his arm starts a forward pass, even if the player loses custody of the ball while attempting to tuck it back against his body. The Tuck Rule, said in 1999. It's also a fumble if the player tucks the ball inside his body and subsequently loses possession. Officials determined that Brady had not tucked the ball far enough for it to be called a fumble, a judgment that is still debated. With 27 seconds left, Brady and the Patriots moved in field goal range for Adam Vinatieri, who made a game-tying 45-yard field goal through the snow, a kick considered by many to be the most crucial and hardest kick ever. The Patriots won the coin toss and took the ball in overtime, converting on 4th down to set up Vinatieri for a game-winning 23-yard field goal to give New England a 16-13 victory. The Patriots went on to defeat Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship game 24-17, and then upset the St. Louis Rams in the Super Bowl 2017 on a last-second field goal by Vinatieri. This Super Bowl was Brady's first of 7 Super Bowl appearances, and the Patriots' first of 6. Moving forward to our last game, which is Green Bay Packers at Denver Broncos from October 15th, 1984. The Packers fumbled on their first 2 plays from scrimmage due to snowfall in Denver early in the season. In what was still the only instance in NFL history that a defense scored twice on the first 2 plays from scrimmage, both turnovers were returned for touchdowns by the Broncos. Despite the 3 additional Green Bay turnovers, Denver could only produce a field goal with 14:23 left in the first quarter, but held on to win 17-14 in the Bronco Blizzard. So those were the top snow NFL moments that people remembered the most, or the best NFL snow games as the case may be. Now that's the end of the video. We hope you liked the content. If yes, then let us know in the comment box below. If you want to watch more of such videos, then do like and subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon not to miss any. See you in the next video, and until then, goodbye.